everyone, I am That Black Vegan Chick, and I'm doing this video with and for Make Sickle Cell Loud. Living with sickle cell means living an interesting, unpredictable life from day to day. And for someone like me, it gets extra interesting because I'm a creature of habit. I love routine, I love structure, I love order. But yes, sickle cell is no respecter of person. I like people to know that sickle cell is a genetic blood disorder, not a disease. It isn't contagious, it isn't easily passed on, and there isn't a cure. However, there are effective treatments such as regular blood transfusions and regular blood exchanges. And with that, I'd like to encourage people of the BAME community to donate blood. There's especially a shortage of Black donors. There are misconceptions that people with sickle cell are drug addicts, lazy, work shy. The thing is, a sickle cell crisis can last anything from hours to 2 weeks, maybe even more. And the pain can be so debilitating that a dose or two of a strong painkiller brings no relief. Sickle cell was a struggle for me as a baby, not just for me, but for my parents. My infancy, my teenage years, my early 20s. And from then on, a sickle crisis was triggered by my monthly cycle. It still is a situation right now in my life. However, I am vegan. And it excites me to say that it has greatly helped me manage my sickle cell. Maintaining energy and being able to heal quicker and recover quicker too with food. However, the one annoying complication I do have at the moment is the development of gallstones. I still have my gallbladder, which means I get gallbladder attacks at night, which can be very painful, very distressing. It means that I'm throwing up any meal I have, or I'm not able to eat at all for a few days, which obviously isn't good. And the development of gallstones is due to the quick breakdown of our red blood cells. I've had varying experiences when it comes to hospital admissions. Some nurses have no clue about sickle cell, and that bothers me. Some doctors have no clue of sickle cell, and that bothers me. I mean, I find it dangerous when someone's been put in charge of administering an injection or giving me a medication, and they have no clue why I'm taking that medication or injection, or what it's for, or what I'm in there for. Doctors and nurses need to be educated more. I guess the awareness needs to go beyond the non-sickle cell sufferer. It needs to go through medical school. I mean, I know we were taught about the red blood cells, their functions, and the white blood cells in school. We all were, mainly in high school. But clearly all of that falls apart, and I'm not sure if medical school is basically based on an area, specific area someone wants to specialize in. However, I believe if you're working in a hospital and you are at any chance as a doctor or nurse going to be put through triage or emergency, that you have some knowledge of sickle cell. You have the understanding that sickle cell patients go through a whole lot of pain, and that when they're asking you for the 3rd dose of painkillers that night, they are honestly in pain and need more, and they need help. Also, the help goes beyond medication that's given. It's through compassion, through understanding. A sickle cell crisis is like either having a hammer being hit directly onto your bones or a drill directly into your bones, or just this ache that just spreads to the point that sitting up is a problem, standing is a problem, and definitely walking is a problem. The worst pain crisis I can get, which usually lasts much longer, is one in my shins. With those, I can hardly walk at all, and that can sometimes lead to swelling of the leg, which is still there even after the pain is over. And then trying to walk after that, is that something that can feel like a whole new world? Yeah. So I have a performing arts background. I love all things creative, either being creative with my hands or use my body to express. I aim to be myself fully. But sickle cell does interrupt that sometimes. For instance, dancing. I can sometimes run out of breath really quickly, 5 minutes into a routine, and then end up having pain afterwards. So, yeah, that's how it makes life interesting. However, I cannot let it stop me or restrict me from being me to the fullest. That's what I aim to do. We need to make sickle cell loud! We need to be raising more and more awareness, offline and online. Let's push nutrition for sickle cell even more. I feel that's one particular area we fail at, and we could do better. More patients, warriors, get involved in getting your voices heard. Share your stories. Sickle cell affects each and every single person in a different way. And when we stand together and making our stories heard, making our voices heard, contributing our voices to raise awareness, together we'll be more effective. Advice I'll give to other sickle cell patients will be more intentional about your health. Don't just leave it up to consultants and specialist nurses in the hospital to make you feel better and keep you better. There's a lot more we can do for ourselves. Be mindful of what you eat. Food can be medicine at times. Be mindful of what you drink. Drink more fluids, drink more water and less of the fizzy drinks. Move. Stretch in the mornings and before bed to encourage blood circulation, and take a moment to sit. Take deep breaths. Use it as meditation if you need to, and be intentional of making that your lifestyle.